Hi, this is Dawn at Dawn's Astrological Vision. Stand by for Aries, March 2015 forecast. Hi, Aries Sun sign and Aries rising. March starts off with your ruler Mars at home in your sign. Mars will remain in your sign until April 1st, 2015. Congratulations. This aspect continues the increased physical energy felt during the last few weeks of February. Your ambitious and professional drive are stimulated, and there is a new degree of initiative and self-confidence in action. You are feeling a desire for adventure and physical activity. Venus is also still in your sign, Aries, and you experience a desire to please others. You make efforts to increase your personal attractiveness and charm and take the initiative in romantic and social activity. It is a favorable time for personal involvement in business related to art, music, entertainment, psychology, and luxury items. This is a good time for public relations activity. Venus enters Taurus, your second house, on the 17th, and is in a strong position as it is the ruler of that house. Venus rules the second house. You are valuing money and all it can provide. It is easy to be self-indulgent and to overspend. The sun starts off at 10 degrees of Pisces. This means the sun is still in your 12th house, Aries, until March 20th when it moves into your first house. Until the 20th, leadership tends to be behind the scenes, and in some cases, personal activities are also. You may find yourself interested in the intuitive and mystical side of life. On the 3rd, there is a trine between Jupiter that's retrograde in Leo and Uranus in your sign, Aries, and brings unusual good luck to you. This is a harmonious aspect that can bring some fast-paced changes or sudden turnovers. Since this Jupiter-Uranus combination thrives on thrills and Uranus is in your sign. The full moon is in the sign of Virgo, your 6th house, on March 5th, and this could activate emotional energy to make positive changes to your routines. Do something to improve your work conditions if they are annoying you, even if it's a small act of kindness with a coworker or bringing in something to brighten up your desk or office. Get going on your exercise or nutrition program that you've been toying with in your mind. This may also be a time when a work project comes to fruition or completion. Mars is in your sign, Aries. It makes a fire trine to Jupiter on the 9th and indicates a couple of days of positive growth. Mercury is still transiting your 11th house in the sign of Aquarius. This is the house of self-direction, goal setting, the establishment of strategic alliances. Strategic alliances play a critical role here. We determine our goals alone, but we often require assistance to attain them. Typically, such assistance comes from people who share those same aims. The 11th house phase represents a time of guidance received and guidance given. Mercury leaves Aquarius and moves into Pisces on the 12th, and that is your 12th house. The 3 weeks that Mercury spends in Pisces shifts communications, travel, and thought patterns onto the emotional right side of the brain. Mercury transiting the 12th house indicates you may spend more time alone, possibly on research projects where seclusion is preferred. Mercury will transit the 12th house until March 30th when it moves into your first house, the house of new beginnings. You have strong intuition and the ability to make your subconscious thoughts conscious. Talk therapy or even just talking with friends help to bring past experiences to the surface so they no longer influence you. You will be extremely psychic or intuitive and your dreams prophetic. On the 30th, Mercury moves into your first house and you will be paying more attention to your immediate environment and very likely will not miss much that is going on. You will directly express your opinions and will not take back seat to anyone in conversations. Try to also listen to others. Saturn continues in the sign of Sagittarius and on the 14th retrogrades for 4 months and eventually goes back into Scorpio briefly. Saturn slows down the normal rate of activity so that the individual is given a better chance to develop a more efficient and sensible plan or method. Often this phase is a poor time for making any important new career changes or impulsively attempting to disrupt and alter one's present status or standing in the community. March 16th marks the day of the final battle of the devastating series of the Uranus-Pluto skirmishes. This year, the spring equinox is also host to a supermoon and a total solar eclipse on March 20th. Also, on the 20th, the sun moves into your sign, Aries. Happy birthday. If your birthday falls on this day, the total eclipse, this could signal that the coming year will be a turning point in your life. Aries, this is the best time of the year to plant the seeds that you like to see growing in your personal life. This is the best week to start something wonderful. The focus is on personal development. Self-recognition is essential to self-esteem and growth. Acknowledgement of a weakness is as important to development as the recognition of strengths. Some Aries people will experience identity crisis or ruminate on self-doubts as part of the growth process. The eclipse's influence is one in which the individual realizes that personal potentials can be developed and expresses them more fully. Self-knowledge, self-confidence, and self-enrichment can lead to an expansion of personal horizons for those who respond positively to solar eclipse energies. A negative reaction blocks growth potentials and gives rise to arrogance and self-gratification. The sun moving into Aries on the 20th trines Saturn in Sagittarius, which is a good time to make a serious and structured start on an important project. Venus is in Taurus, your second house of finances and possessions, and squaring Jupiter on the 27th. So watch out for massive shopping sprees, eating and drinking too much, or overdoing anything in general. This square can bring way too much of a good thing. This completes Aries March forecast. Thank you for returning to Dawn at Dawn's Astrological Vision. Please continue to subscribe, and I thank you very much for all your subscriptions. Enjoy your month, Aries. Bye.